Resurrection!
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
How's everybody in the internet lands? How are you, Robin?
I'm not too bad. I had no feed there, so I didn't know when I was coming in. So it was quite funny. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I need a shave, I've realised.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I'm all good.
Trampy-looking tramp-like person.
My dad used to call me a vagrant when I didn't have a shave. He'd call me a vagrant. So quite amusing, really.
People are asking, is this Black Pete? No, it's not. This. My lights have gone out. That's the problem. I've got no power. I don't know what's gone on with my webcam. It's died, and I don't want to. I've tried faffing around with it twice. I'm not going to faff around with it again because every time I do, it kills OBS, and we probably don't want that right now.
No, we don't want OBS killed. I don't know what that means. We don't want it called.
Don't want it to happen, whatever it is. It doesn't sound good.
Steve says he guesses we know the effect of 32 gigabytes of midget porn now on a solid state drive now.
Yeah. What? 32 gigabytes?
Is that because can you get more? Can you get more midget porn than 32 gigabytes? Is it compressed?
You can get way more than 32 gigabytes. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know at all.
You get more porn for your bite.
I wouldn't know how much,
or something.
how that would work at all. I wouldn't have a clue.
What even is?
I don't want to start this conversation. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. So we are here this evening, and we're going to be showing off the season 6 finale of our Patreon only Underworlds tournament.
Yes, Patreon only. Yeah, tournament. That's right. Whatever you just said, Pete.
All of those things.
And it was Steve. I think it was 2 champions, wasn't it? It was the first time we've had not a defending champion, but a previous winner. 2 previous winners fighting it out. So it was going to be the. It wasn't quite the first double win, was it? Because it hasn't. Crit Death Matt, didn't he win twice?
I believe that this is Steve's 3rd win. I don't know if he's in the chat to actually confirm.
Oh, is it? Steve already won twice? Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. So we need to know what Steve's cheat codes are then. That's what I'm taking away from this, assuming he wins.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, right. We've got that to go tonight. And I've just realised I gave away the entire the entire thing there.
Oh.
Fuck it. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's what happens when shit starts to go wrong. Oh, Jesus. Well, we can watch it.
That's why I'm sitting in the dark.
Yeah. Christ.
Anyway.
Oh, well.
For those of you just joined us, a really exciting game coming up.
Yeah, and we're not going to tell you what it is. So this is our season 6 finale, and it's been a bit. We couldn't get a time where, because I think Steve is working at the minute. He's working nights, he said, which is why he couldn't be online. But Valentin is with us, so he'll be able to give his side of things. So yeah, they couldn't play the games tonight. So whilst they can attend on the chat, they weren't available to be able to play the games.
So we'll Steve's stuck at work.
Yeah. So, which is fair enough, I guess. The only other option we had really was to try and record this on another light, and then, I mean, I guess we could record it if we were around, and then we could record it with our, our commentary over top of it, and then just play the whole thing back. I mean, that gives a night off, but yeah, such is the way.
Yeah. It's better to be live for the commentary, I think.
I think so. It'd be nice to get the games live as well, but I think we're kind of a bit stuck with our, how we can get things on that one.
Yeah. Right, as we crack on then.
Let's crash on.
This is very exciting.
So hopefully, I've got the right things in the right places here. I'm hoping. Make sure I haven't muted the wrong people. Mute the right people. And let me just see if I can change the streaming view. Oh, we've got explosions in
Ready for action!
For some reason.
Ready for action!
For some reason, Robin. There we go. So here's the stream view. This one here is Paul. No, it's not Paul at all. I just read the wrong name. Oh God. Just need to call
Right,
it tonight.
so I'm basically looking for a new YouTube partner. Who needs to describe have some competency levels that are better than Pete. Anybody out there?
I don't know why. I've still got my
Matt,
I've still got my bloody light on for my webcam as well. No one can see me. So there's no bloody point in shining it in my eyes. So we've got Valentin. We've got Valentin on one. He's playing the Oryx Knight, Gerzag and his boys, and we've got Steve on the other one playing the Queen, the Bride Queen.
I've just realised that, Pete.
What have you realised?
That normally I watch this from your feed on my Skype thing.
Yeah,
I think, but I haven't got that today.
You don't
and
see
so
my Skype feed.
I'm watching it on YouTube, which is behind. So that's why I was behind on the Ready for Action.
Are you sure you can't see my Skype feed now?
I definitely can't see your Skype feed. Is that something I'm doing or something you're doing?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm sharing my Skype feed, so you should be able to see my Skype feed. I'm sharing.
I've just got P in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, P on the screen. I mean,
Hit the circle with P written.
Definitely showing my video.
Or P, I suppose. Or something happened there. What happened there?
How about now?
P.
Can you see it?
Rather than P. Sorry. Yes, I can.
There we go. The technicalities,
yes.
the technical, the gremlins will not take everything from us. Yes, Valentin, you can boo your opponent on this one. You can boo away. So if anybody has any questions during the game, Steve and Valentin are in the chat, so they can answer any questions people might have, like why the hell did you just do that? And yeah, let's just crash on and see how things go. So let's get both of them lined up. I'm going to try and sync these up if at all possible. So it looks like Valentin had to choose the board first, and then Steve needs to then decide which way he's going to place things. What's he going to do? Feel like the ghosts are going to longboard. Oh, he's longboarded. My first question to Valentin at this point was, were you just already swearing at this stage in the process? So where's he going to put...
Nobody likes to see a longboard, do they?
Well, no. Steve's placed one. Another one there. One right at the back there. I don't know what the I know that the guys sent us the decks that they played with, but I haven't had a chance to look at them. I didn't want to spoil to see what they were playing, as to whether they were playing like objective grabbing or anything like that, so we can be as surprised by this experience as everybody else. Robin's telling me that the Skype quality feed is poor. Sorry, Robin. Unfortunately, Robin, your comments appear on the screen.
YouTube is fine, but that's behind. That's the only problem. I'll see what I can do. So the YouTube is fine. It's probably because my son is doing something on the Xbox, and then I've got Skype open and YouTube open.
Yeah, it's
probably just.
So
cope with it.
The Thorns have got Ploy Master, hold objective 2 and divide and conquer. And one thing I forgot to ask the players was to turn on their objective things so we could tell where objective 2 and stuff was. So I can see 1, I can see 5, and I think 4 is the big circle, but that's all I remember. So
everybody knows 5.
But he's got now anybody who isn't familiar with the game, or at least our Patreon version, we decided to, what's the word? We've added a far list in.
Ah, yes.
There's a bit of a delay here, so I'm just going to try and...
Yes. I think we were finding that, well, I'm not that I've played the game that much, but we were finding that lots of the decks had the same cards in, so we thought we'd introduce the far list. It was essentially the same as the Shadespire era far list, wasn't it?
It pretty much was. We took just the Shadespire era far list. I don't think we added anything else in, unless there were any cards that came from Nightfall that were obvious sort of far list cards, which I don't think there were, to be honest. and see that Steve's got Jewel of Wits. Not got many ploys in there though. Mostly upgrades and howling, wherever it is, the wind one that pushes everyone away. It's going to be a really helpful card for pushing the Aurochs back even further.
Howling Vortex.
That's the one.
Which is horrible card, that is.
It's going to be tricky for the Aurochs to do something about that. It's a long old slog across the board for the Aurochs. So where is Valentin putting his? The biggest problem we have is that we really need a way of being able to host the games so that people can play and we can record it like super.
That would be really good.
But yeah, I mean we're never going to manage that. Valentin, I don't know what you did to with your recording settings, but I mean it's pretty good.
Like I say, Valentin's is amazing.
I think Steve had some problems with his. The minute he started screen recording, the FPS on his machine dropped because obviously when you're screen recording it does suck up a load of extra processing power to record it at the same time, which is unfortunate, but there's not much we can do.
No.
So he's placing the Everhanged right near the front. All the Aurochs are up far forward as they can get. So I'm assuming the Bride Queen's going up front and Varklav's going to go up the back.
Valentin does he use the built-in Win 10 Game Center app to record on low quality. The quality is pretty impressive.
It's recording low quality. I mean that's pretty good for low quality. OBS I think Steve used and I recommended to him, which is probably, I mean if there's any problems that's my fault rather than anything else, but I think that OBS is okay so long as you're knowing what you're doing. Matt says that he thinks we're doing great. Thanks, Matt. Unfortunately, your message does pop up in our feed. So whatever you say, just be careful you're not slagging off either of the players. I completely missed what got rolled then because I was too busy reading Matt's comment. Who's going for
that? Was that on Discord?
No, it was Skype. But my Skype comments are showing up in this window that I'm sharing.
I didn't see that. I wasn't looking at Skype. That's why I'm looking at the YouTube because it's much clearer. Basically, the Skype feed is just a jumbled mess.
So. A pretty standard initial move by the Aurochs, getting Basha up closer. For some reason, though, I've just realised... Oh, it might be because he's got the move thing up, but I can't... Oh, all the cards disappeared when he was doing that. It must be an option to do that. He has got Inspiration Strikes, which could be good for Gerzag. He's got My Turn, but he hasn't got any other movementy cards, which is a bit of a shame.
But he knew he had to take the first turn, otherwise he would just use the Varklav bush to withdraw out of his range. And then you can only do 4 moves in the round.
Yeah, that's true. So over to the Thorny Thorns, and he is indeed doing a push to run everyone away. There's nothing more soul destroying when you're far back or you've got some slow movers that you see your opponent with thorns.
That's rubbish.
An advert?
We'll have a word with these people. An advert, yeah.
Actually, no, I do it on the live version. I apologise to everybody. I will have to set that off after this. Turn that off. I don't think I can turn it off mid-stream. I will turn it off afterwards, though.
I got an advert in the middle of a Joe Wicks workout today. They're just so annoying. You just kind of have to wait.
Oh, that's annoying.
And then they carry on.
It's even more annoying in that kind of situation because watching this is shit. But with Joe Wicks, you got your 20 on 10 off. You don't know where you are. You're
exactly.
Like,
yeah. If it's in the right time,
well, the whole workout's ruined.
You're absolutely screwed. Anyway, sorry.
And you're like, right, that's it. I'm giving up. I'm not even bothering. Your wife's sitting there going, it hasn't started yet. Shut up, woman. He's still doing the warm up. You can just keep going. Shut up. No, it's ruined. I'm giving up. I'm not doing it anymore.
It's the advert at the beginning. I have to say, if I was Valentin already I'd be despairing.
Yeah, it's really
just looking at this,
really tough when you're in this kind of position.
Yeah, I hate it's the 1 week. Well, the 1 weakness of orcs, I guess.
I think a lot of war bands, especially against the Thorns, if they don't want you to get near them, they can run away really easily.
Yeah.
I guess the only
Varklav's a little bit open.
I think they need to implement his 1 push move limit into the Underworlds online version now.
And it's so powerful because I know you choose the board, put it that way around with that block text there as well. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy good. And people might argue that maybe Thorns are just too good. Oh, we're sending the Queen in. I think this is part of the plan, though, is send the Queen in early and just tie people up whilst everybody else goes and sits on objectives.
Aha.
Oh, one sword.
So he says he's stuck with the one push limit. So he deliberately won't do it more than once per turn. So he's self-restricting. That's impressive, Steve.
Oh dear, the Howling Vortex has come. For a moment the Bride Queen was tantalisingly within range of Gerzag, and now not so much. Oh, and it cast. This is a bit depressing.
That spell always casts, in my experience.
I played someone the other day. I think it was RG I was playing. It's one of our other Patreon players. I ended up in a random game against him, and I think he had it, and it didn't cast from memory.
Okay.
But I was incredibly lucky in that game. It started off, I had axes and he had thorns, and yeah, I was trailing massively at the start, and then Fuel got into gear and just started slapping spooks everywhere.
Fuel caught fire.
He did. He was on fire. The orcs are getting shoved away. That's just depressing.
Yeah, it's a good spell, that.
It's just too good, that spell. It's dirty. Matt says, do we think that we should extend to best of 3 matches in the next round? I guess we can ask and see what people say. Bonecut's inspired. I guess that's the best person to inspire because he can actually hit the Queen. The Jewel of Wits. Yeah. What do you get with his Jewel of Wits?
Jewel of Wits.
Oh, he's got distraction. Oh, God. Oh, that was jammy.
I forgot to say. Power Step!
Power Step! And Jewel of Wits! Now, that's horrific. Having just inspired Bonecutter, and then your opponent picks up distraction and then shoves him out of attack range. And he's put him right behind Hacker, who is now right in the way. Oh,
yeah, that is.
How much were you already swearing at this point, Valentin? That was jammy. So it's the ghosty turn, I think. Power Step and then ghosty turn 3. Alex. I don't know what it says. Alex Nikifor for UK. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Matt asked, should we extend to best of 3 for all matches in the next season? We'll have to ask everyone who takes part whether they have the time for that. I mean, it'd be nice if we could. And you can play a best of 3 much quicker in Underworlds Online than you can in most other systems, I think. But it's a question of whether people want to or not.
Yeah.
Valentin says
at this point he still relatively calm. I suppose he still thought he could bring the pain in turn 2 or in round 2.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know how this game went. Oh, he did get him there for 2 damage.
The Everhang scares me.
The Everhang's just dirty. He's just too good.
Yeah, he scares me, the Everhanged.
However, the Everhanged is in range of Hacker. Oh, he's got my turn. So he could whack him with Basher, get him a bit closer, and then get him with Bonecutter as well.
My turn coming in.
Oh, we've got a crit. A double assist, so that isn't great for the old Everhanged there. Knock him onto the objective. Oh no, he's just going to put it there. So I mean, Valentin, you must have been feeling a bit better at this point. You're like, I can kill someone this turn. I can get a glory. I can get maybe Awakened Weapon on or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and resist clicking on
mistake.
Sorry?
Valentin says he made a mistake.
What was the mistake? What was your mistake, Valentin? We need to know.
It was his go next, so if he hadn't pushed him.
Oh, I see. He would have got the assist. Mind you, you rolled swords anyway, so... No, it doesn't hacker roll swords. He rolls hammers.
It's bone cutter.
Bone cutter, sorry. He rolls hammers, does he?
Bone cutters, hammers. Yeah, they wouldn't have.
He would have got single supports, but he didn't roll support, so you didn't do too badly. You could have done worse. It's over to the Spookili's turn, the final go.
This bounty says my turn, always makes it think of his turn.
Yeah, that always screws me up as well.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And as Matt points out,
we've had games where we've completely forgotten turns as a result of that.
We've missed whole turns, or sometimes we've played 5 turns instead of 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this was just the perfect first round for the Spookies. Over to the power step. Valentin has nothing that he can play.
What are they going to score? Are they going to score?
Valentin has scored nothing. He's going to keep the
but Spookies aren't going to score much either, are they?
I don't think so. But over to...
No.
Oh, no, sorry. Is he going to get rid of anything? I'd keep Awakened Weapon. He says as he throws it away immediately. That just shows you why I didn't get in the final and Valentin did. Well, I'd definitely get rid of that card. Keeps it. Oh, he's got 5 upgrades, though.
I guess you're thinking you've got to get through your deck. I don't know what else is in the deck.
Yeah, that is true.
He's caught 5 upgrades.
Yeah, that's horrific.
Yeah. The gods were not on your side, the fortune gods, at this point. And
then what? We move over to... Got Objective 2. Going to get rid of Divine Conquer.
It's only 1-0.
Yeah, it's not. He's not miles ahead. Keeping Treacherous Foe, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, well, Treacherous Foe is like so easy to score, isn't it?
As long as you've got a few. Yeah, once you've got a few reactions. Although he has already got rid of Jewel of Wits, which is a great
Jewel of Wits.
But he's got Soul Trap. I mean, if your opponent makes you trigger Soul Trap.
Jewel of Wits.
Sorry?
How did he not? Did he swap a card? Did he swap a card at some point that I missed?
No, he played Jewel of Wits. He must have. Oh, that's a good point. How did he not score?
But how did he not score? How did he not score Treacherous Foe? Did he do a card exchange when I wasn't looking?
Maybe that was his last turn. I'm not going to rewind it because it'll throw everything out. But yeah, somebody who's watching the channel who's more observant than us did they do that? I think he must have done it on his last turn. Always got rid of Acrobatic. Right. It's always a painful one to get rid of.
He swapped Ploy Master for it. Okay.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't going to score that. I always have trouble. I always have the problem, and this is why I don't do so well, is when I have like 2 ploys in my hand and I've got something like Ploy Master, I'm like, but it's a great card to have and I should be able to score it. I should just sit and go, I'm not going to. I've only got 2 ploys. Just got to get rid.
As soon as you've got Ploy Master, you basically know that your power hand is screwed.
Yeah.
So Valentin's asking a question. I was confused, Valentin, because I missed the swapping of Ploy Master. So he had Treacherous Foe, and I wondered how he hadn't scored Treacherous Foe. Steve hadn't scored Treacherous Foe when he played Jewel of Wits. That's because he didn't have it in his hand at the time.
So Steve's going to attack-a-late Basher. He's going to try and take out Basher and move into the backfield, forcing one of the Aurochs to go the other way, if nothing else. Oh, but fluffs it all.
Right. My dice are behind, so I haven't seen that yet.
Are you watching on Skype?
No, because I can't. The Skype is so bad, I can't see anything.
Oh, okay.
I can't make out. I can see the dice, but I can't make out the symbols on them.
See, Steve's got hidden paths, which I think Valentin wishes he had right now.
Yeah.
But instead, Valentin has very little. I mean, he's probably going to just attack with Basher because you're not going to want to move too far the other direction. But
the stream stopped. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, never mind.
3 swords is just is a gamble. But 3 swords isn't bad on the odds.
3 swords is pretty good.
He's got it. He's got it. Whoever hanged is dead. And he's got crushing force 3 swords. Oh. Nice. Valentin must have been feeling a lot better about the game at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, the stream stopped.
Suddenly.
I didn't notice anything happen in the stream. Sorry, guys. Do shout if the thing seems to stop again. But I didn't change anything. Everything
could be local, I suppose.
It might be. I mean, my connection thing monitor is saying it's got an excellent connection right now, so...
That's why we're so popular, Pete, because of our excellent connection.
Yeah. I've actually... I don't actually have the video playing, because I don't want to have too many things streaming back and forth and eating up all my bandwidth.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. So it's got 2 glory now to spend on some chasty upgrades.
He's running the Queen across the board to go after Basher, because you can one-shot Basher with the Queen. See, I'd be tempted to just get an attack off where she stands. And
One-shot Basher.
He's going after Hacker. Gerzag. Gerzag, Hacker, Gerzag. Who's he going for?
Can't decide. He's get all Gerzag.
Oh. Trouble is, you don't kill him, and you've just got an angry Gerzag then. No, he's not doing that now. What's he doing now? The indecision. Steve thinks a lot more about his actions than I ever do. A hell of a lot more. But this is why he was in the final and I wasn't. Who's he going for? He's going for Gerzag in the end. Oh, got him. 2 damage. But that's now an angry Gerzag. Is he going to push him back? I think he is, yep. But now...
Paul says, hold on, where's that? That's a very good point.
But now he's got legendary swiftness. He's got some upgrades and he's still got his 2 glory to play. So I don't think Steve's playing any ploys. No, he's playing War. +1 damage in an action.
War, surely, yeah.
+1 damage is good for Gerzag, especially with the Queen right there.
Yeah.
Would you go for Great Fortitude as well at this point? No.
Me? I don't know. It's one of those things. I mean, maybe on Bonecutter, but I'm not sure because on Gerzag, it's the Queen does. Does the Queen do 3 damage?
Once inspired.
Or should do 2? Yeah. So.
Oh my word.
Oh,
and he didn't push the Queen back either, which is another bit of a mistake because now she's going to inspire. That's unlucky. That's painful.
Oh, he has put Great Fortitude on, so he knows better than me.
I mean, I would have pushed the Queen back as well.
The Queen's got 5, doesn't he? Sorry, I still goes at a base of 5. So it makes a bit more sense.
He's hidden pathing. Who's he hidden pathing? Varklav. Up to take out Basher. I feel like, and Valentin, you can tell me if I'm talking shite, which will be completely fair. There's a couple of inspired spookies now. I feel like you should have gone forward 1 more with Gerzag, so he was more into your opponent's half, and I would have pushed the Queen away as well when I'd hit her. And he thought the Queen was already inspired.
I thought she was inspired.
That's a dead Basher.
They need little gold flamey bases around them.
They do. It's quite hard to tell with some of them when they're inspired.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a dead Basher. No objectives scored though, so it's still only 2 glory apiece. And 3 Oryx, each with 4 wounds, so they're certainly not going anywhere quickly.
No.
Over to Valentin's turn again. Going for the Queen some more, this time with Bonecutter. Oh.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. So, what's he playing? Great strength on the Queen. Now that's a problem.
Ow.
That is a problem. See, Steve's got Mischievous Spirits. I find that that's one of those ones which, if you don't have it in the first round, you want it in the last round, but I never seem to want it in the middle round.
No.
Now, is the Queen going to go on a murder spree and start killing everybody with their 3 swords, 4 damage attack?
I'm guessing Mischievous Spirit is slightly less useful in this matchup as well.
Yeah, it's a bastard when you're Axis and someone plays that. He's running the Queen away, going for Gerzag.
Yeah. I'm charging away from you.
Oh, that's painful.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear. So that's 3 glory. It's still only 3-2 though. It's not masses, but now he's tooling the Queen up with great fortitude now as well.
It's 2 dead Aurochs. 2 dead Aurochs. It's and then a fortitudinous Queen, I assume. That's going to go on.
Yeah, a fortitudinal Queen.
Yeah.
On to Valentin's 4th and final turn. Now he has still got a charge option there with Hacker.
Where's he going to go?
Hopefully everybody watching this at home is still seeing this without any problems on the stream, but do shout if you do see any issues. And thank you, Valentin, for coming along and watching this, even if you are reliving a painful experience. Oh, this is just the kind of dice rolls that you just don't want when you're Oryx.
No.
But he has got a Call of the Wild, so it's 3 glory all. It's just... It's not a very one-sided game as yet, even though the dice have been spitting on Valentin.
No. What's those?
That's the end of the round.
Coming with good scrap. That's Master of War.
So Steve has he's scored Escalation. Escalation.
Oh yeah, good card.
A lovely card that always goes in my deck. Master of War as well. But somehow still not scored Treacherous Foe.
Treacherous Foe.
Is he going to keep it? He is going to keep it. So the score is 6-3 at the moment before Valentin scores his. Is he going to... He's playing Destiny to Meet. I think it's another restricted card, isn't it? Destiny to Meet. Put that on random spooky boy at the back, so they're nice and safe.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm assuming he's going to get rid of Mischievous Spirits. Yep, chuck that one. Don't need that one now. The chat is very quiet. Is everybody glued to the screen? He has scored good scrap, so it's only 6-5.
I thought he had scored good scrap. Did he score Master of War or not?
No, because he didn't score any other objectives. I don't think. Oh no, he did. So maybe I don't know.
Okay.
No, he didn't play a ploy because he only had 5 upgrades.
He did not play. Oh no, because he had 5 upgrades, didn't he?
He's going to keep them both though. That's a strong call. He's going to put the spear on Hacker. Rosa says he's playing champions at the same time, so I'm going to blame you, Robin.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Steve was strong. 3 of his 5 restricted cards were upgrades, and one of them was escalation. I guess if you're going with upgrades, you might as well pick escalation. Hello, Anthony. Anthony's made it. He's in the house. He's put all the upgrades on. He's made his Orcs extra nippy. And on to the last round.
Speedy Orcs.
It's 5-6. It's a really close game.
VJ started some editing work. The stream cuts into his studio hours. Sorry, VJ.
Sorry, dude. But good to hear you've got some editing work to do.
Yeah.
Oh, what's he got? He's got a healing potion. Could have done with that a little while ago. Unfortunately, the Queen is one-shotting people now, so that doesn't help. Brutal Frenzy would have been handy. Oh, he has got the Spores of Battle, though. But it looks like Steve's going first. It looks like he's just going to try and one-shot Hacker from where he stands. Oh, just a sword. But that was enough to kill the Auroch. Wow, that's some crappy dice rolls. That's just... I mean, not only were Valentin's attacks not great, but his defense rolls were horrible.
Oh,
He's only got one charge, one attack left with Bone Cutter.
yeah.
That's
two next to each other, I suppose.
He could do the Wordy Dervish, but he's only going to kill one, isn't he?
Yeah. Mind you, hasn't got, isn't it? I can't remember. Does Bone Cutter? I've forgotten now. It's so long since I played. Bone Cutter get one automatically, or do you need Mighty Swing? No, he gets one.
He gets one automatically inspired, but I think it's only like 2 swords, 2 damage.
Yeah, it's not great though. No, so it's not great. Distraction.
He's playing Spores of Battle. What's he going to put on? Great Strength. Oh yeah, he could do a bit more damage. Still don't think he can one-shot the Queen though. If he could get into the other half, he has got Swift Advance, but he can't score Denial. It's really tricky. He can't score Master of War. Well, maybe can he score Master of War if he scores Swift Advance?
Yeah.
Trouble is, charging around that corner with the Queen standing there to have 3 more goes at you. Not a world I'd want to be in.
No.
He's going to have a charge. He's going after Varklav. He's going to try and one-shot Varklav and maybe go for Denial. Oh, he's got the crit. Oh, he's got it. Varklav is out of the running.
Well.
So he could distract the Queen back a bit and maybe she then won't be in range to be able to slap him.
Yeah, can knock about one more.
I mean, she can only move 4 anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she can't actually get to him, I don't think. Oh, unless he plays Sudden Appearance. Oh dear, oh dear. I freaking hate that card. Is that a restricted card? Because if it's not, it should be. Oh, that's a good point. Is Sudden Appearance a restricted card now? It's restricted in Beastgrave, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Nope. Steve says nope.
Steve says no. But is it restricted in the Beastgrave one? What one did they restrict for the spookies in Beastgrave?
Was it Treacherous Foe?
Oh, maybe it's Treacherous Foe then.
Yeah, in Beastgrave, yes.
I think we're going to have to add that to the list. It's restricted for a reason, right?
Just because Pete doesn't like it.
Yeah, basically. In tabletop, Steve, yeah, I think, and that's... Sorry, it wasn't restricted... Oh, crit 2 swords. That's a dead bone cutter.
No, Steve says.
And I think at that point Valentin conceded because it was 7-6 already. Well, 8-6 by the time that kill happened. And yeah, he wasn't going to score anymore, so he knew it was out.
Yeah.
Roz is correct. We did take the Night Vault list with no faction specifics. I think we need to add...
We did, yeah.
It's only the Thorns that need the faction specifics added in. To be fair...
We specifically need to nuke the Thorns.
And the Thorns haven't actually dominated this tournament. I mean, I know they won, but they didn't...
What did they?
Who knows? They didn't... I mean, that game. They won that game.
Okay.
This is how Valentin... That's how serious Valentin is about orcs. And his deck is called Fuck Thorns.
I hadn't noticed that.
Valentin don't fuck about. So, I mean, this is the rubbish bit about it, right? They're both sitting there waiting. They've got their code put in. This just highlights how slow it takes to connect sometimes. How are people finding Underworlds with the Axis release now? More warbands coming out. How do we find it?
Sorry, what was the question, Pete?
I was just saying, how are people finding Underworlds online now that we have another warband, the Axis out there, and there's just a bit more variety when you start to, you come up against different people more. So it's not just the same people over and over again. I'm finding when I play my games, I come up against multiple different opponents now. Not that I've played for a few weeks, but... I mean,
I went on to a new video.
Like Valentin says, he did win the... I think he's having trouble dragging the board. Were you having trouble dragging the board there, Valentin? Looks like it wasn't dragging for you. There we go. I mean, that's a a greater. Christ, I can't talk tonight. That's a much more preferable start for the Oryx.
The stream just ended. Man, my stream ended too.
Did it? It says it's still going.
Yeah. Oh, so he couldn't drag it, and then the time ran out.
It did look like it got dragged across in the end. And the boards got reset. Yeah. I mean, it still looks like not a bad setup. Of course, the problem you have with Thorns is when you're placing the boards, they're obviously placing 3 objectives.
Yeah. Yeah, I got bumped to the Parents' Guide to Marvel Champions as well, Wolfman Gaz. It's a good video, you should watch it.
That's why our viewers has just dropped to about 12 then. Or is that just because we're shit? I don't know. Apologies for that. I'm not really sure why everyone got bumped.
They're coming back on. Yeah, I'm not sure. So actually, Valentin says the walls are in the way. Nicely plugged. Yeah.
I mean, mine's still saying, excellent connection. So I have
no
idea
idea
what's going on tonight.
My computer did too. My computer decided the stream is finished. But it came straight back in at the right point. So it's very odd.
Well, it's because it's live. So it just comes in right at the...
Well, it hadn't stopped. It hadn't stopped is what I mean.
Sorry about that, anybody who's watching, for getting disconnected. I'm not sure what's up tonight. The gremlins seem to be strong in the pipe work. Yeah. Don't know what's going on
those
tonight.
Ghosties. Ghosties are in the network.
So what Valentin got? He's got Inspiration Strike, which is good for Gerzag. He's got Sidestep as well.
He got that early last time too, which should be a big good thing. Yeah, Matt. It seems like everybody got disconnected. It must have been the Marvel Champions video.
Not sure
wanted to get a sneak peek.
It would appear that
I was just trying to boost the ratings on that. It's only had about 50 views. Just like everybody here, take it up to 55.
Come on. We'll be sitting there tomorrow going, why did the views suddenly go up on that like that? I don't know why. Yeah, everyone's saying it looks like the video ended, but I did not end the stream. I definitely didn't do that, so I don't know. Maybe it's just YouTube being weird tonight. I don't know.
We're all islands in the stream. I'm not going to sing it though.
Thank God.
Well, for that.
Righty. Here we go. So what
did you see that?
Oh, go on.
Dolly Parton has contributed money to the research team that found one of the vaccines.
Go on.
One of the COVID vaccines. So about her foundation basically put money in. And it's just true. It's true. Everybody's been going around singing vaccine, vaccine, vaccine.
Vaccine, 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 vaccine.
Exactly.
I can't think of any other words to go with it though.
Yeah. Better sing it. I don't know. I'm gonna stick you in my arm. Sorry.
So everybody watching tonight, who would be interested?
The virus doesn't do any more harm. Anyway.
Out of everyone watching tonight, who'd be interested in doing a TTS only Diachasm, and by Diachasm I don't just mean Diachasm, I mean Diachasm and Beastgrave only cards tournament? We were talking about this before. Anthony says no vaccines, put the microchips in. But the vaccines have the microchips in, Anthony. That's fine.
Not Dolly Parton's vaccine. Dolly Parton's vaccine just makes everybody sing country songs.
Matt's offering to organise this tournament.
Brilliant.
This is a good start for Gerzag's boys.
Rosa says he would buy TTS to do it.
I reckon. It depends if we TTS League I think we do a one-off tournament, Valentin, and possibly we could offer up some kind of prize for it, seeing as GW won't pull their finger out and try and get the gaming community together more. Sitting on their hands like a bunch of tarts. So what's going on?
One-off tournament probably the best. Yeah,
Sorry?
probably.
Yeah, I think so. I reckon if we
one-off tournament probably best. Yeah.
It would also
I'm reasonably sure I won't be able to do it, but we'll see.
It's a good start for the Oryx. Good start for the Oryx. He tried to charge behind the ghost. But would it have mattered if you had? I mean, we'll see, I guess. But yeah, I mean, even here now, if he starts to run people away, you could still maybe get a charge in. It's over to Steve though. What's Steve going to do? Varclav's very close. He's going to move people.
So if he'd gone behind the ghost, he couldn't have moved him, could he? Oh, no, could he move through though?
No, you can't with the Varclav push.
Oh no, you can't. Yeah. So you would have been able to. Yeah.
But he could still get Gerzak over there to take that one out. Maybe.
But not if he.
No, true.
Oh yeah, just.
Of course, the problem here is all those others. It's just irritating when all the others then run away. So you spend turn after turn running forwards, and then suddenly the Queen comes up and starts slapping everybody. You're like, fuck off. So we've got some positive noises about a TTS tournament. Maybe we could put up a copy of Dark Chasm as a prize.
Well, yeah.
Matt was asking why didn't he sidestep away to not inspire the Goosty, but maybe it was a good idea he kept hold of that sidestep considering Gerzak just got distracted back. Who's the inspiration strikering? Gotta be Gerzak. Gotta be the big man. Of course,
the big zag.
The big zag. The problem you've got here, though, obviously, I mean, you could sidestep forwards and then you can charge around. The only problem you do have is it then leaves you perilously close to an angry Varclav. Anthony, no, we would not post it to us. We've learnt from our mistakes now. We don't buy the prize in advance.
Yeah, we would. We haven't got the prize, and we would basically wherever you were in the world, we'd order it from your local stockist, assuming you have one.
He's sidestepping. Oh, okay. He's sidestepping Bonecutter out of the way. Okay. See you, John. See you tomorrow. You can catch up the rest of the game tomorrow.
Oh, cheers, John.
So I'm assuming you've sidestepped Bonecutter out of the way so Gerzak can get that charge in. I mean, you've got Glory. I can't decide if I would have given great speed to Gerzak and then gone flying after the Queen or something, but I probably couldn't reach the Queen from there. Here comes Gerzak. Angry girl. Oh, that's a good roll for Gerzak. Yes. It's another dead spookily.
Smash.
2 glory, 2 dead spookies, 2 turns. This looks like a good.
It's going better this time.
Things, yeah.
Oh, he could have reached her, he says, but I guess would have done 2 damage. Was it? Or 3 damage?
3 damage.
Would it not have killed her? 3 damage. Yeah, she can smoke it inspired and hit him 3 times.
Yeah, there's.
So it wouldn't have killed the Queen.
I don't think Gerzak would have done enough damage. He was doing 3 damage there, Matt, so he wouldn't have done enough to kill at that point. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Oh, hidden paths. The spookies are just so manoeuvrable with this stuff. It just makes you sick.
So manoeuvrable, even without hidden path.
Oh, she's going over the other way. I mean, that's good in some ways because she's right near somebody who could have a Shade Glass Dagger in a minute. I mean, I think the odds of getting Shade Glass Dagger to crit is like just under 50% because of the 3 dice. Yet still, it never works for me. Not that I'm bitter. So the Queen's now dishing out 3 damage. Going for Basher. Double crit. Ouch. Like Anthony says, so manoeuvrable they had to nerf Varclav on the tabletop. They did. I think that was deserved. Especially in the objective meta. They were just too good. Alex asks, where can you look up the info about the TTS tourney? If there is one, keep an eye on our Facebook page. We will shout out there whenever if we decide to do it. So do watch us, follow us here and on Facebook and that, and you'll eventually see an announcement.
Yeah, probably around the time season 5 comes out.
Yeah, Hidden Paths is almost
very true.
Strikes. That is very true. It's a double win for them. It's going for the. I mean, she's trapped as well, so that's a double bonus. I'm guessing he's going to absolutely whiff this.
You'll see.
Oh,
here it comes. Oh, I can't see.
Oh, 3 damage though. I mean, she's not,
Yeah.
She's not out the woods.
No.
Not by a long shot.
No.
Oh, Valentin is he's got a healing potion, which if he uses it, he can get Ploy Master. But it always feels like such a waste when you have to use healing potion on someone who's not injured. Oh,
yeah, if he ever uses his face again.
Oh, crit defense. Beautiful.
Oh,
Valentin, this game was shaping up to be exactly what you wanted it to be. Not quite, obviously, but and then Steve pushes him away so that he can charge in with Endless Malice. Oh, that's a bit of shit. I mean, I personally wouldn't have pushed him away. I would have left him there. Ah, 2 swords. I mean, now she's trapped, and Hacker is in a position where he can attack whilst trapping her. So she's... I guess she killed him anyway, so it didn't really matter. So good the game froze. Sorry, David. Did it freeze again? I see what you mean, Steve. You want to push him away in case you whiff, and then Hacker would have got assist. That's true. But you wouldn't have been trapped in that situation. But yeah, that's true. I missed what he played on.
And acrobatic as well.
3 dodge. Just painful. I mean, or do you just run Hacker away? Say, fuck it. Not today, bitch. Trouble is, you can't quite get close enough to slap anyone. Yeah, 3 dodge is a good reason to not be worried about being trapped, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm assuming... I mean, I'd be tempted to go for it anyway. Oh, Valentin said fuck it. Hey, run away. Run away! Run away! I mean, a little bit me would have been tempted to go after her, and I know 2 swords versus 3 dodge is not optimal, but she was trapped. And if you could take the queen out, could have been a
Let's be fair, Valentin did get to the final.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. Yeah, a person who doesn't make it past the playoffs cannot really judge.
Because you keep taking those 2 sword, exactly. Those 2 sword versus 3 defense options.
Exactly. Oh, he's missed with Varklav with that swing. Varklav has definitely not done the job there. 2 swords versus 3 dodge, but with trapped as well. Valentin, remember. So
all the difference.
It helps. It definitely adds because then he draws.
It definitely helps. It definitely helps. Okay, yeah.
Valentin's realised shit. I'm going to have to play healing potion now, just to get Ploy Master. He gets the shield as well, just the time when you don't want it. And Stee only has light-footed left, which he can't play. He's got Hold Supremacy 3, he's got Tactical Supremacy 1, 2, and 3 and 4, and Hold Objective 2. I bet he's got like some of the cards as well. Valentin scored, Ploy Master.
28% chance without trapped.
I'd love to know how it changes with trapped though, because that's a lot more results that will go in your favour. Valentin did really well there at the end because he scored good scrap as well as Ploy Master.
Yeah,
he's got a good start going on. Multiple fronts. That's a strong one. So what did Steve get? Now I find whenever I've got 3 objectives in my half, I never have like 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. I always have like 1, 3 and 5.
How odd.
Right, he scored 1. Is he going to get rid of 1 and 2 and hold objective 2? I presume. Oh, no, he's just getting rid of hold objective 2. Okay, is that because Steve that once you've started to get the glory train going, you don't need to worry about that individual 1 glory there? Interesting to know. I'm also interested to know, Valentin, if you've got a way of telling if what how trapped changes the odds, because I'd like to know that. I'd like to know just how bullshit my logic is when I make these calls.
Anthony's off. He's got a meeting of all things. 9:30 a.m. meeting. Must be setting out early for it.
Have fun,
he needed needed higher glory to catch up. He says because he's down.
Valentin gets to choose who
that's
goes
why he got
first.
an objective 2. Yeah.
Valentin's got multiple fronts. I can't remember what multiple fronts is. Isn't that where you have to deal damage to people in both sides and in the middle? As if so, that's a strong one.
I can't remember if it's that or if it's just do damage to lots of people. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, it might be just damage 3 different people. I mean, I'd still be tempted to go after that queen, I tell you. She's just sitting there, pinned up against the wall. Damage 3 fire, says Valentin. Thank you very much for that.
Okay, there you go.
I always avoid things like cards because I always think I want to just concentrate on burn down one person at a time. But that's probably again whilst I'm not in the fight.
Does it score Shard Gale? I don't know whether Valentin's playing Shard Gale, but if Shard Gale scores it, Shard Girl scores it, it's quite good. It's potentially quite good for the Orcs, isn't it?
Gerzag. Oh, you're a bad man, Gerzag. Shard Gale does score it, yes. Alex asked, was there restrictions? The only restrictions are 1, you have to be a Patreon supporter. That's quite a big restriction. And 2, we did create a far list based off of the Shadespire sort of meta, or the one that GW brought out at the time for Shadespire, just to try and stop people from taking all the obvious ones, because I noticed when I tried to play it online against some people, the difference was horrific when I played my restricted deck against other people.
Right.
It is our fart list. I still think like I would have gone after the queen. Feel like it was an opportunity missed. MacLeod's going to be a bastard now. So Valentin's going after. Guessing he's just going to try and one-shot old Hacker to start with.
The Watchman's Blade.
Oh, crit and hammer. It's a dead Hacker. Ouchie. That is...
Can't do much about that.
No.
Or anything in deck.
I think that's the problem with the Spookies, is they've got 2 parties who can both end up doing 4 damage with a single upgrade on them once they're inspired. It just makes it tough. Oh, invisible walls.
And they've got good dodge as well. I mean, good defense dice as well.
Yeah, they've got
queens up to 3.
Yeah. And the rest of them roll 2 dice once they're inspired. I think MacLeod even rolls 2 dice before he's inspired.
Yeah, I mean, that's especially in a non-ensnare meta as well. It's particularly potent.
Potables. I mean, it's extra painful that he lost a guy.
What is going?
What's he going to do now? Is he going to try and charge with MacLeod on his second go? Valentin said he rolled the best he could. You did, Valentin. You tried. You crit defended.
You're not practicing enough.
You crit defended, but it wasn't enough. What did he get? Oh, he got the 1 hammer. It was enough.
I've gone quiet. I've lost my connection.
And at that point, Valentin said thank you and good night. Go back to chatting. At that point, Valentin said, you know what? It's not my game. And with that, Steve, congratulations. You became our, I think, 3rd time winner. That was a painful game to watch, Valentin. The dice did you dirty on that one. Are you still there, Robin? Can everybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me, Robin? Hopefully people can hear me at home. Robin seems to have... Andrew's alive! Andrew's here, hello! Robin seems to have vanished. Yes, I'm still here, which is good. That was a hard matchup for the Oryx. Congratulations, Steve. You are... Is this 3 now, Steve, for you? Do we need to get you something else instead of a mug? Would you like a baseball cap or something this time round? And Valentin, commiserations. That was a tough matchup. I think, given the dice, and that first round longboarding is always painful, which is a debatable statement, Matt. Robin's dead. Long live Robin. We'll try and get Robin back on the call in a moment. We'll see if he calls me back. 5 mugs gets you a bowl. You do have to return them, though. Robin, what's happened? Are you now just decided you want to be a commentator? Here we go. Do 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 do. Hello, Robin. What did you do?
I don't know. It just all bugged out here. Just the game finished.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah. So what did I miss? I mean, I saw that.
Not a lot.
Steve won.
We saw the end. Steve won. Valentin decided once his third Auric had bitten the dust and he had nothing else he could do for the rest of that round, it was time to call it a day, and I kind of can see why in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
The dice did not favour him.
That's funny because it was pretty close. It was pretty close, and then it wasn't in both games.
Steve says, "Good job we don't do this for a living." Well, if we did, we'd have a better setup. That's all I can say. We'd be in the same place for a start. That would make things much easier if we were in the same place. That's for sure.
Well, we might not be these days, but yes, there definitely seems to be something horrendously gremlin-y with things tonight.
Yeah, it just things aren't working for us. I don't know why. No. Steve does say he thought he was surprised that Valentin decided to give up there. He thought Gerza could have clawed back a few more glory. Possibly. I mean, but you can only charge once, and he couldn't do anything for the rest of that round. And yeah, like you say, he probably would have got supremacy. So I think Valentin had decided it was just easier to rip off that band-aid right now.
Yeah.
Matt's asking if I've taken my glasses off right now. Matt, you don't know if I'm wearing any clothes at all. That's all I'm saying. So, Steve, we will catch up with you after this about, whether you want a third mug or whether you want something else. We might have to do something else now.
Yeah, look, it's Gravy Boat. Beast Gravy Boat.
And anybody interested in joining in for Season 7 and a chance to win a mug, then we will be opening up, the option for people to join in soon on that one. And we'll also be asking the question to everyone who joins in, do we do it best of 3? Make things a bit more interesting. What do people think?
Longer.
Should we should we do that? Now, I'm getting a little widget notification now saying that YouTube is starting to get not getting quite enough in data. I don't know why, and I do apologise for tonight's rather dodgy stream. It's been a bit shit this time round.
Always wanting more data.
Always more datas.
Yeah, I don't know what everything that's gone wrong tonight could have done. I feel like Valentin.
Yeah.
Anything, any 50-50 chances that just haven't gone our way today.
We're just we're doing it in sympathy of you, Valentin, to show that we know how you feel.
Yeah, Alex says patron only. Yeah, if we did the Underworlds Online tournament is patron only.
Yeah.
But if we do a tournament, a TTS tournament, that probably won't be, I guess.
I agree. I think we would do, if the TTS one does take off, we would make that available to all, because we do not discriminate. We certainly are not going to limit it to the people we feel are worthy. We will open it up to everybody and anybody. That does mean you might be able to come up against, glass winners and arse winners alike.
Although, I mean, if you do come in as patron, you can enter the competition and possibly win a copy of Chasm when it comes out.
That is worth pointing out. We do have our monthly
patron competition, so you could, for £2, £2 English sterling, you could take part in all the tournaments and win a copy of Darkling.
Yep.
I can't guarantee that last bit.
But we only have so many Patreons, so your odds are considerably better in entering a monthly competition on our Patreon than they are anywhere else, really. TTS event sponsored Into the Glory Hole has a nice ring to it. Yes, we do have every month a Patreon competition. Last month's was £25 of GW vouchers, which Sveinung won, and he's already spent those on some warbands.
Didn't he buy the discontinuing Nightfall warbands?
Yes, that is worth mentioning as well. Yep, Season 2's warbands are now on last chance to buy on GW's website. So,
when is Chasm up for pre-order? I'm going to go with next Saturday. I could be.
That's strong.
I don't think that's official, but they've got some stuff. They're showing some stuff this week, aren't they? On
on the
live stream
thing. They very well.
So I reckon it'll go up.
You reckon? 21st? Well, for the 28th. So announce it 21st. Pre-orders on 28th. Ship on the 5th.
Yeah. Any later than that, and they're starting to get really close to Christmas.
Yeah, they don't want to leave it too late, do they?
Isn't that for pre-order previews? Yeah. So I think the Twitch reveal this Saturday. So the following day. That's what Matt. So I'm agreeing with Matt.
Yes.
What Matt just said. Yeah.
The free expansion is first. There's no big. Yeah, God knows what that is.
That could come out the pre-order weekend.
That's true. Yeah, pre-order weekend. Order your copy of Chasm, and here's some free shit. Sorry.
Looks like the stream's dropped again.
Oh, we did have a thing saying that the stream health was a bit low, but now it says it's excellent again. So who knows? Who knows?
I've got an ad. I'm going into. Oh no, it's going back into. What's he doing? Maybe it's just an advert.
It might be. So yes, anybody who is interested in joining us on Patreon, normally our streams are better than this, and you get our monthly competition plus all the other good stuff, even if you enter at the £2 level. The TTS one, we will, if we do something, we will announce it on here. Hopefully Facebook, we'll try and get it out everywhere if we do organise it. And what is Andrew saying here now?
It's hilarious.
He wears his Into the Glory Hole jumper. His partner likes to wear. That is brilliant. Yes, good point, Valentin. We do need to plug Valentin's tournament as well. Valentin is running his Straight Out of Shadespire tournament. When is that, Valentin? Is that 21st, this coming weekend? If so, do you have spaces left that people can still join? And that is over on... that's a cam game version. So that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
We'll come to this weekend, so that's the 21st coming up. Put your link in, Valentin. Stick it in the chat here, and I'll add it to the description as well afterwards. One day.
Sorry, I'm here to die. 1 p.m. UK time.
It's just the worst possible time for me. But to be honest, any time at the weekend's the worst possible time for me. But I'm sure there are a lot more people.
Basically, any time in the middle of the night, except in the middle of the night, is bad for me. And in the middle of the night, I'm asleep. I don't know why I have no life, but I have no life. I want to know where did this jumper come from? I know it's a Glory Hole jumper. Is it a Teespring one?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not sure I'll get one with Into the Glory Hole written on it. But maybe I'll get a T-shirt, a Teespring sweatshirt or something. Is it a sweatshirt? Anyway, we digress from the
important Grand Clash
competition. Excellent. A couple of Grand Clash winners. Who have you got signed up?
Anybody we know?
Yeah, we probably do know them, but he plays Banshees on the tabletop.
Banshees, Trixie. How many people have you got?
Keep the guessing, Matt. Cool. He's not called Keep the Guessing Matt anymore. He's called Set the Tempo, Matt.
Yeah.
I think he's slowly giving us dating advice. Keep them guessing, set the tempo. This is all good advice on the dating circuit.
And the person who won the latest Canadian Grand Clash.
But yes, he's
The problem is, whilst you have variants that are more subtly designed, at some point someone's going to ask, what do those letters stand for? Then you've got to say something.
And Jonathan,
Oh, and Jonathan as well. Excellent.
As well. Another Sound Underworlds fella.
14. Excellent.
I started listening to their latest podcast today about Nightbolt cars and things that are rotating out.
So Matt, sorry, very quick one, Valentin. Where can people go to find out how to join your channel this weekend? Your tournament this weekend? Let us know.
And Max Bernstein. Wow, it's a celebrity, massive celebrity.
Who's Max Bernstein?
He was in Mad Men. No, he is the Battle for Salvation podcast, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty on the scene in America.
He says most podcasts are represented except us two. Well, we're not a podcast. We're just a couple of bumbling idiots who can't even run a YouTube stream these days. It's hard. Yeah, link it, Valentin, in the chat, and I'll stick it in the description afterwards as well. It's hard to try and find the gumption to get week after week. Well, it's a bit the week after week trying to think, but that's why we're trying to put other games on the channel and stuff like that, because Underworlds is feeling a little bit stifled to me at the minute.
Yeah, I just for entering tournaments, it's just where my PC is to play the cam games is just not possible with the kids running in and out.
But saying that, would you be able to play TTS games?
No. More likely. But
at least with TTS games, you don't need a webcam.
Do spend quite a lot of time on the channel and stuff as well, so it's kind of it's hard to find that extra time. But if I find time to play in a tournament, it means I'm not making a video or that kind of thing. So it's difficult to get the time.
However, as the wife has pointed out to me before, that with us not doing roleplay anymore, that we don't and no grand clashes or anything, we've not had those Saturdays away or those weekends away. So I'm still sort of due one in the bank. So I'm wondering if maybe at some point.
Yeah, I mean, if I could get in the garage, it's getting out of the house. So that's the issue for me. But
once you get in the garage, you just shut the door and pretend you're not there.
Yeah.
Well, Matt says no role play. Well, only what goes on in the garage. So Valentin, you haven't given a link yet. Where's the link? You've not given us a link, do you?
Here is the link. There's no link. It just says they've got two links to the link, but no link.
Tease. So I'm hoping by the time we get round to next week, we will have a smoother stream going on again, because it doesn't seem to have been going very well tonight.
No.
You
said you sent it 3 times.
Where did you send it?
I wonder if does
have you sent it in Discord or something?
Does YouTube strip them out? It doesn't, does it? No, maybe YouTube blocks it.
Yeah, maybe. Try it without the .co.uk or something like that on the end. This week we're going to be playing some Blitz Bowl. Going to play a couple of games of Blitz Bowl Season 2 via TTS, seeing as we can't meet up.
Yeah, and I'm actually meeting some of the Geek Dads online at some point to test out their new, the list of the 2020 Geek Dad top games of the year.
Cool.
Try and come up. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I've never done that before with them, so I'm quite looking forward to doing that. I might be able to report back a really great game.
That'd be cool.
But it's another thing that I have to do. That means I can't play in the tournament.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah. Mr. Morph says thanks for the game. I did play Morph on, was it Saturday night? I think it was Saturday night we played a game. I think I won it. I stole it just at the end by like 1 point or something like that. It was quite a low scoring game as well. It was like 15-14 or something like that. But it was quite a brutal match. It was Skaven versus I ended up with Dwarves because we picked them at random.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was I thought I was going to lose it, and then right at the end I managed to steal it with, I think, a passing play with the Dwarves, which just didn't feel right, really.
Make sure I use a mouse when playing with TTS back with Blitzball.
Yeah.
That's doing my incompetent.
No, Morph didn't have a mouse when he was playing on his laptop, so he was using a touchpad, and it was not playing ball for him, literally.
I've got a link now. Have you got it as well, Pete? From Valentin.
I have a link. Well, I will do once my Discord works.
Yeah, I've got it on my phone.
Here we go. Here's a link. I've stuck it in the chat. Anybody who's interested in joining Valentin's tournament this weekend, there's the link. Go and sign up. You can also find it on Underworld Deckers as well. That is true. So do go check it out. Andrew says he's looking forward to finally playing Game Bitsville. Do you have TTS, Andrew? Because if so, you could probably organise to play a few of us on TTS via it as well.
Or VJ's keen to play anybody, I think, aren't you, VJ?
Yeah, I think that is.
I want to borrow you. Maybe you don't want to play, but I know you want to play me, and I'm a bit busy. But
I definitely feel at the minute the channel is we're just trying to bring stuff in, just trying to bring more stuff in to try and vary it a bit more. And I wonder if that's going to pull our focus from Underworlds a lot but then I kind of figure that we were never really, even when we were doing loads and loads of Underworlds content, we were never really close to the action anyway. We were never in that inner circle of bloggers and YouTubers and stuff like that. We were always on the fringe doing our own stuff anyway, so I wonder if it'll make much odds if we do a little less of that and a bit more other stuff.
I don't know. I mean, I suppose I worry a little bit that most people watch us for Underworlds. When we do non-Underworlds things, that less people watch. So I don't think it matters whether we're on the inner circle. So it doesn't matter whether we're watched or followed by GW. But I think it. I don't know. But I think it's good for us to do some different things, because I think we're both finding, especially with COVID, we're both finding Underworlds week after week after week gets a bit much, especially online.
Yeah. And Steve points out an interesting thing, that he was interested to see Marvel Crisis, which might suit us as it's not super competitive and could be quite fluffy and fun. And we were having this chat that we were saying how, isn't it because people watch us because there's still that competitive us versus each other sort of aspect of it. And if we play a game where it's just more sort of team-based, we might not be that as interesting to watch.
Marvel Crisis is that's the miniatures one.
Yeah, okay, so that's still against each other a bit.
That's a versus thing. Yeah, I've got the models, and I might even get into the painting table in the next few weeks.
Cool. And Arena Mortis, we played that on TTS. That will be coming out this Friday on Patreon. That was a great game.
Yeah, actually, we need to do that again. I did enjoy that.
And Valentin, very, very lovely, says that he thinks most people who started with Underworld started by watching Agents of Sigmar. Well, maybe they did. Yeah, I think less these days. Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like we're less interesting to people. I don't know. You got asked a question, Robin. What models do you have?
I only have the core set, and I have I bought Gamora and whatever her sister's called, Nebula.
Cool.
So that's all I have at the moment. I thought I ought to paint those, and then I will, and then I might buy some more, depending on what's available at the time.
Anybody interested in doing things like another? I've already forgotten the name of it. Mortis game.
Ask that question to make that noise.
Anyone, because Steve's mentioned he'd love to play Arena Mortis. Keep an eye out in Discord. Lots of stuff going on Discord. That's where all the main chat happens these days, and that'll be where we announce it if we organise another one. So do shout there.
Yeah, it was really fun. We have to watch the video. It was a little bit long for me. I think I could have done with maybe one less turn. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad if it was a physical game and we were all together. That would be probably more fun. But it was just went on one round too long.
I feel like if you were playing it all around the table, it would be extra funny, especially when certain stupid things happen and everybody's laughing. I could see that being much more of a fun party style sort of game then. So.
Yeah, and it was, but it was really, what was really nice was to play some of the older cards, that bit like in Underworlds, but they weren't, in Underworlds Online, but they weren't overpowered because of the way I suppose because everybody's got them. I'm not sure. It just didn't feel. It was really nice to play things like Ready for Action. I kind of think other ones that came out that were just, but it was just fun because actually there isn't a massive advantage in being able to hit really easily or hit really quickly because you hit and then somebody else kills you almost immediately. So it kind of felt, I don't know, it felt like it was more, the good cards were more balanced.
Yeah, and I think I'm not kidding myself that GW came up with a very balanced game. I think they just ended up with quite a balanced game because it's quite free and easy, and it's just the glory flows around because the minute you get in the lead, people get more glory for taking you out, so it paints that target on your back. If we play another game though, sorry Maliki if you're watching, but we're going to have to ban that caster because he was disgusting.
Yeah, whatever he's called, Fallbringer, is it?
Yeah,
Topbringer. I can't remember. Yeah,
that was disgusting. Glory bringer.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, well, we won't want to spoil it, but it was very close. I think anybody could have won pretty much. Yeah.
So I think we probably need to call it there tonight. The stream is not doing us any favours, and I apologise to everybody watching this either now or later on. It was a bit annoying, but I don't know what gremlins are in the system. Hopefully, we'll get them killed before next time.
Yeah, I hope so. What are we going to talk about next time, Peter? I think something. I hope we might have some Chasm news, I suppose, after this live stream.
Yes, yeah, we might have some of that after the weekend. If anybody's got any suggestions,
quite looking forward to that.
And anybody who's watching who wants to know how to get involved in Patreon, not Patreon, but the Patreon only tournament, obviously go and check out Patreon, join up there, jump on Discord and get involved.
Yeah. What, you got any hobby plans this week, Pete, before we close out?
Just painting a bit more Blood Bowl. Blitz Bowl, rather.
Okay. Yeah, you've been painting the Blood Bowl. I've actually got the Blood Bowl box. But I might assemble some models tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll get around to painting them. I'm painting Clone Troopers at the moment for no real reason. And then looking forward to Blitz Bowl on Thursday night.
Blitz Bowl
online.
We haven't worked out who we play yet. We'll have to just pick some random ones. I think some teams we've not played before just to try something different.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for tuning in. And congratulations to Steve, our third time winner, and to Valentin, unlucky on the dice rolls there, but you know.
So basically now you get to keep the trophy. That's what happens when you win the World Cup 3 times, isn't it? But you already get a trophy, so I don't know how that's going to work.
If you want to be in a chance,
call something else. We'll have to call it like the Steve Patreon Warhammer Underworlds tournament or something.
Yeah, he'll have the target on his back. So we shall see you soon in the Underworlds. Apologies
cheers,
for
guys.
The feed, but we shall see you soon. Stay safe, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye.